We're watching the game, and we see everybody courtside. We see Ben Stiller. We see you guys. We see it's like a who's who of New York royalty on the sideline. What's the atmosphere like there for MSG in that game? What did it feel like? It's crazy. You know what it is that the celebrity that comes here, and we always talk about this, is they come to be a fan and enjoy basketball. It's not like out on the West Coast. It's here on the East Coast. They come and truly enjoy being a fan of basketball, and you can sense it. You know, I had, guys coming down to me, slapping hands and stuff. So they into it, and that's a beautiful thing about New York. And we in the Mecca. Come on now, we in the Mecca. And that's how we do it.
Well, here's the deal. Usually, just their disposition. The Larry Johnsons, the Latrell Sprewells, the Patrick Ewings of the world, even when they smile, it's basically a grin. They're just showing all their pearly white tonight. I mean, you just say everybody. I mean, they understood what this move is. It's been since 1999 that the New York Knicks have slowed down.
Now, from the home of the Raiders, since 2020, we are inside the spectacular Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right to the air, it's Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
And just like that, you go from 2nd and inches, where you think it's pretty much a given that you're going to move the chains, to now finding yourself in 3rd and 2 or 3. Great job by that defense. This completely changes this possession.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. They'll put Addison in motion. Here's a run going left. He's got room to the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
They run on the jet sweep. And a good run there to get him 5 yards.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the first down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that gain.
So 2nd down, and they'll run it. And he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard. They'll look to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1. They send the tight end in motion. A run on 1st and goal. And that won't get a whole lot. Down to about the 5. Here now, 2nd down and goal. They'll go with him again. And he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Vegas. A touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
$7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now, Hurts. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end.
And he will dive into the end zone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Denver.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete right side. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
That's the end of the first quarter.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play. They'll put Addison in motion. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he's into the end zone. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Raiders.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get it underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Open man, that's Flowers. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down. Hurts again. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough, and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
He pulls it in around the 5. And the Broncos are going to be looking at a first and goal. They move it down to the 4.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Again, Hurts. In trouble, and down he goes.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
He'll push this one downfield for Bowers. And he will go all the way. Bowers. Touchdown, Las Vegas. That's his second touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That finds Nakua downfield, complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
First down, Broncos.
A first down throw for Hurts. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This one down the field for Freiermuth. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Merritt.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
His drive will start on the ground, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. That's good for 27 and a first down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break. The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
They'll put Addison in motion. Back to throw. Over the middle. That's the tight end, Bowers. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime. A big half continues. Already 2 touchdowns on the score sheet, and here this grab gets him a first down. They'll look to throw yet again. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They motion the slot man left. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. Now timeout Vegas. That is their second. As that will stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on 3rd down, but what they call 3rd and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert 3rd downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. It's 2nd down. The field goal unit going to come on for the Raiders. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Raiders going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Hurts. Again, working deep downfield. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The third quarter begins with a run. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll put Addison in motion. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
6 yards to go.
Now they'll set up to throw. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
The tackle just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
2nd and 7. They'll stick with him again. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Raider 1st down. Up the middle they go. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Over the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he will score again. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Raiders. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. Up the sideline to the 40. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the 2nd half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run. In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
Pat Fryermuth, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make a play for him. It's into the end zone and a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Strong. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Raider 1st down.
Look how everybody moves in sync on this play, Mike. You have the linemen hitting their pull blocks, the guys on the outside working one-on-one. They clear just enough room to let them hit it. And next...
The 3rd quarter with the score.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. I'll give on the ground. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Here's 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. He's got it at the 7. And he's into the end zone yet again. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Vegas. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game. That is one behind the single-game NFL record. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Now it's Hurts. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Terrion Arnold. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Now after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. 1st and 10 now from the 36. A handoff as they try to run it here. Space to run inside the 20. The speed on display. He's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. That his second touchdown tonight. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. To throw, Hurts. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
Really nice job here by the defense staying disciplined as the quarterback gets flushed from the pocket. I mean, how often do we see those guys kind of creep in and allow the ball thrown over their head? They took away everything downfield, and all the quarterback could do was dump this one off short to his back, and there wasn't much there.
He's going to look for the home run ball. That's caught. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Hurts. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
At the 43-yard line.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now a give up the middle. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
They'll stay on the ground. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
So this one, a win for the Raiders. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders, winners here. We'll see if there are other winners outside. So long from Vegas.